To some breaking news now. The former Federal Treasurer Josh Frydenberg has backed a candidate for Liberal pre-selection in the seat of Aston. Our Victorian political reporter Simon Love is in Melbourne with all the details. Simon, Mr Frydenberg may not be in Parliament anymore, but of course his opinion still certainly carries a lot of weight. Who has the former Treasurer's support?
Roshena Campbell, the City of Melbourne councillor and prominent Melbourne lawyer, has gained Josh Frydenberg's support. Roshena Campbell, I understand, will be lodging her nomination for pre-selection in the Liberal contest, at least in the by-election for the seat of Aston, following the news that Alan Tudge announced to the House of Representatives last week that he intends to resign his role as the member for Aston. Now, that could come as soon as today or potentially even tomorrow at the end of a parliamentary sitting week. But my understanding is that Josh Frydenberg, although he was sounded out last Thursday as to whether he actually wanted to take a run at the seat of Aston, which is in Melbourne's outer eastern suburbs, Josh Frydenberg, and certainly sources close to Mr Frydenberg, indicated to Sky News that he would not, that he enjoys his current position working for the investment bank Goldman Sachs in the city, allowing him more time with his family as well. But Josh Frydenberg, of course, still hasn't made any call or ruled out anything on going after his former seat in Kooyong. So the fact that he's swung in behind Roshena Campbell as a candidate in the by-election of Aston shows that there is some support, there is some endorsement starting to emerge for candidates. Now, one other candidate that has been spoken about, particularly to me by Liberal sources, is Amy Bark, who is the wife of the current Victorian Deputy Liberal leader in the Legislative Council, Matt Bark. So Amy Bark is also weighing up today as to whether to lodge her forms for the pre-selection. You can see her there pictured with her husband, Matt Bark. So it'd be quite a bit of a duo if she was able to try and get pre-selection. Ultimately, if she was able to get pre-selection, win the by-election, you'd ultimately have a husband and wife in politics, one in the federal sphere, one in the state sphere. But there's a long way to go with that, because we also know too, and my understanding is that Labor is also trying to court the candidate that ran for the Labor Party in Aston at the federal election, trying to see whether she may also run for this seat as well. So it could be an interesting contest to watch here in Melbourne, but it all really depends on when Alan Tudge resigns from the House of Representatives, how long before the by-election will be, and that'll determine whether this pre-selection is at a local Liberal contest where local members get a say, or potentially, if it's a short period, the administrative committee of the Liberal Party in Victoria, which meets tomorrow night, well, they could actually make a decision on the pre-selection, which would be an interesting move and certainly catch a number of local members in Aston offside. But the news today, Roshena Campbell, well known to Sky News viewers, the City of Melbourne councillor and lawyer, has appeared to have got the backing of former Federal Treasurer Josh Frydenberg to run for pre-selection for the Liberal Party in the seat of Aston. Ash.
Plenty of jockeying going on behind the scenes, no doubt about that. Simon Love, thank you for that update.